Hello everybody, just continuing where I left off, and I had to walk like a minute ahead, that's it. So,
Mom,
you
save
missing
me!
loading screen, that's about it.
Help! What's that? Help!
Can't go in there. Chest over there. So there's lots of things to do in here. That's the chest I saw earlier. 15. I don't have 15 yet. There's a chest over there. It's 5. I have more than enough for that. It's like, why are those there? But that's for her to hide. I remember.
Help me! Help! There's so many of them, and they're so scary. Please take me back to Mummy.
She has a lot of toys here. Oh, this is dead end. Okay. There's a key there. Oh, what jerks. Are we back for that? Is he attacking something, or reality? Yeah, there's enemies hiding. I have to fight things. Okay. Just want to sneak away.
Mummy said I shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did.
Cute kid. I upgraded my sword. I got the magic.
We made it out of the cave. Brilliant.
I got the bone 3 times. I was so
Help!
nervous
What's
it wasn't
that?
gonna work.
Help! Hooray! Woohoo!
Do I hold hands again? Let's see. I swear she was hiding.
I spy with my little eye something beginning with S.
A sword?
More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Ah. Hooray! Yeah! Hiya! I bet everyone remembers what you look like.
I do change my appearance a lot, so maybe not.
Are we there yet?
Almost, child. Almost. Go back for that silver key, though. Trying to collect them all. Gotta catch them all.
Are we there yet now? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.
Gain 3 more. Is there other quests to do? Or is that quest just what I need to do? This isn't really a quest, it's just... Okay, well... Investigate the racetrack. Oh, did he pop up yet? Oh, yes. Love it.
Oh, it's you! Thank goodness! You've got to help me! My gnomes! My beautiful gnomes! With their little hats! I have to get them back! I just have to, you understand? I have to! Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. All my darling gnomes have deserted me. Well, all but one, and he's right in the house. His name's Lionel. He always had a chip on his shoulder, that one. I tried patching it, but it didn't do any good. Please, try and talk some sense into him. And don't worry, you won't have any trouble finding him. You just need to follow his... his voice.
Because he's a jerk.
See, Brian's got himself a girlfriend. Set his sights awfully low.
Our chest.
You'll never be able to hit me up here.
Where is it? He said up here. Okay. Can I look
What
over
you
there?
gonna do? Shoot me? Oh, I'm quaking in my little boots. Get stuff!
What happened? I heard your gun, and Lionel suddenly appeared out here. Did you shoot him? Huh, however you did it, you have to find the others. Hunt them down, wherever they are. See if I can get them all back. I can work out a way to fix this.
Your mother!
You shut it! I told you never to mention her! Perhaps the company can help. Well, I am going to write a letter to their customer relations department. A strongly worded letter.
Okay. And chicken race, let's check that out. Can I buy his house now? That's that one. Not for sale. Okay, so I can't buy his house until I finish it. Which kinda sucks, but whatever. There's a lot to find. 50 of them.
Oh, it's you again. The one that convinced us to keep the chickens.
Thank you for what you did, though I will say it was a strain on our marriage for a little.
That it was. I didn't want to let the birds out, and she said chickens weren't meant to be cooped up. Of course, I said the definition of coop is a place you keep chickens.
Finally, we came up with a compromise that worked for both of us and, more importantly, made the chickens happy. We don't let them run free, but we let them do the next best thing. Run races.
First of its kind, though I expect it'll catch on. Gives the chickens an outlet for their aggression and allows us to maintain security and control.
Would you like to bet on the next race? It's very simple. Speak to Horace by the track. All profits go to... well, mostly they go to buying more feed. They're voracious eaters.
I'll do that later. I won't get anything out of it.
I have no doubt that the...
I just want you to see there's chicken races. There's a certain person you can bet on so you win. It's a good way to make a lot of money. You could save, bet 10,000, which that's the max, and then cash in. And then if it does fail, you could just
You,
quit.
good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it.
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you.
Okay. I can do that.
Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Okay. Let's find you a play. If I remember correctly, it's really bad. But that's not important. Maybe. Search these books. $2 each. Yeah, I'm not searching everything for $2. I did it at the beginning of the game when I was desperate.
Turn back now, mortal one.
Oh. Really? It's not even permanent locked?
Stay away from this only death and insanity await you.
Mr. Cluggles finishes first!
No! Really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you. You're not getting my lost play, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
With a beard and everything.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son. If thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
Yay, a chicken suit again. At least there's a crown. I am King Chicken.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Declare love.
Kuchi-kuchi-koo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2, which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus, thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
I love killing rich folk like you, lad. It's so rewarding. More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. all my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
I actually meant to kill myself. I thought it was 3 rounds.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you perchance found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you 1,000,000 times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms."
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Yep.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to the dwellers. I believe Samuel
I'm
waits you at
beginning
the town
to
gates to
understand
express
why
that very
Philip
sentiment.
Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
Indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization will rise with the broadness of brain to truly appreciate it.
If you ask me, it was the tragic elements that let it down. One cannot argue with the comedy.
Oh, a pox on you, Pinch!
Okay, so good to go. The town gets better too.
And with it, a new day. Time to get up. Well, the town wall has kept us safe for centuries. Marvelous piece of engineering. Needs repair now, of course.
Beautiful.
Esteemed citizens of Brightwall, today we demonstrate the generous nature of our fair town. For too long have our mountain neighbors suffered in silence, and now we extend a helping hand. But this effort would not have been possible without the courage and determination of one man, the son of the old hero king. From this day, we shall know you as the hero of Brightwall. Before you leave, we ask of you one favor. As we pledge ourselves to you, so we hope you will pledge to return Brightwall to its former glory and reopen the academy which your father founded.
I will.
Very, very good, very good. I expected nothing less.
Hello guys? It's good? Okay, it froze. Sorry about that.
A blessing. I hope you will return one day, not just as our hero, but as our king.
Actually, I'm gonna do some more stuff here, but it's okay. Like chicken race. I don't know. Buy some stuff. That's that mission.
For all your potions needs,
Wait, 25
visit me.
minutes. I'm gonna do some chicken races. Try to win some
Upon
money.
that wall, you'll find the contracts. You have done a wonderful.
There's no other missions in here, I'm pretty sure. Just the chicken race and that one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Always like the video. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll be at the Dwellers Camp. Okay, bye.